Someone was asking me about this Honda Freed. Yo. I think I like it. I think I like the Honda Freed. Kawadi bagitunda njukira nakirabako olwo mbroke yagimpeza ngeba kutte Question Friday, guys. How are you, Master Mutia? Did you guys see? Did you see the police statement? Kugayo ne yayichize Morokaye. Statement ya police mujira. Statement ya police eraga nti guy yatomera omuntu bwatomera omuntu nayagala okudduka. Of course, the statement of police is defensive for the police because what that guy did is very bad PR for the police. So I now, if the police is defending itself, I will totally understand. Katsoke mbabuzeko tugende maso neye so nganenga today's question Friday. Muyombya Mark Africa Karota JFK Arts to see me Eddie Chigoze Stanley, good morning. Hey, ABS Arthur Broadcasting Service. Nsedeko Starch, good morning. Arthur, all viewers feel blessed for another day. I mean, sometimes I feel like on Ndinze Kakos duty occupies my time to engage, but at least I watch the recaps. I mean, a Starch. Whichever money. Enseba ko je kutwala uti no gamba neba nangi. Anyway, Kasto jira no catching up. I always want to ask you how you manage to have Mr. Sembos in your series. Man, that gentleman is a pure real talent. If you watch him in movies, he did Akakomo. I have friends. Nyine mikwano mu industry. And also, as we were building that character, we tried to simba character nga tuwandika twajiwandikira oyo yennyine. Sembusinga bw'omulaba twawandika character nga gwe tugamba castinga. But I find that some things are very possible if you make friends. But also money has to be involved. That's one thing that I think everybody needs to learn. Money needs to be involved. Kyekisooka omuntu alina okubanga amanya abantu bewange bafunira wa kitegedde. Nelson Wabuyi, Paul Sema, Nathan, Travel Life Vlog, Charles Sebaduka, Ntale Samuel, Bisoborwa, Ibrahim, Dennis 12, Deep in Coffee, Bukenya Abbey, Lucky Mose. Why your app is not opening? Sometimes network yawe sumbua orumu, it just gets a glitch. Try to update it. Urabe GDI yo Pajero GDI UAY wangadde kubala. Remember guy, one thing I've realized is that Subaru right now is trying to make Toyotas. Today morning I saw a Subaru Legacy B4, the sedan, that looks exactly like a Primo. I think it's one of those later years, like 2015, 2016. It looks like a Primo new model. So now I actually think that Abayaiba Subaru, of course now Toyota has influenced their design, but I think right now they are trying to make Toyotas. Christopher Kohath, good morning. Chris Fitness, Duburwa, Sebugwao Medi, Lucky Mose, Bukenya Abi, Council Patrick Asiku, Hope Daniel. Difference between Chimina and Ipsam in terms of maintenance. GDI is weight loss program. Hey. Na ate GDI bojigulanga na munojua mafuta amatufu. Oshitegera. You see the thing with that GDI, in a pressure pump bili za mafuta. It has a pressure pump eno mu tanker, then a pressure pump wali mu engine. Oshitegera. Ate each one of them is expensive. I think it costs like 1.5. I have a friend of mine. Nasoma na mbini 18 yali avuga karafu old model nga ina ne Kluger. Kati natunda RAV4 nagula akamoto komanyi kali comfortable mu SUVs on. I think Mitsubishi has tried to make comfort, so he bought that car. Nekamukola ke mikolo akamoto kakola akamoto kaketa agagula. If you're going to buy it, you buy it very cheaply. Katokala ka UAY yako kai no kugulanga 5 banynya. Yes, milioni nya. Atenze nga athanga bwe nemanyi ne milioni ennyama nkaguze nnyo kubanga olaba it's the Toyota cars that do work on you, do events on you kubukolako emikolo. But the Honda Freed looks nice, looks really nice. I think anybody that doesn't want to buy a Sienta and they don't care about maintenance costs, because the only downside with this Honda Freed is that the maintenance will be higher. But if you don't care about the maintenance costs, instead of buying a Sienta, buy a Honda Freed. Honda's actually not so bad, it's just that the maintenance costs still were good. Tomorrow ke soro kutukaka kono ngo indakatumia. Ngo indakatumia Kenya over Dubai. That's the only trouble with those cars. And that's why Toyotas are ruling. The guys that bring spares bring them. Ronald Mochua, good morning. Subaru before 2006 looks like a Mark II Grand. Yeah, I find that these guys, the Subaru guys, right now they are transitioning to Toyota. You see, the Subaru guys, even their finishing is no longer Subaru. Subaru finishing used to be very cheap, very ugly. But these days, those Subaru guys are creating beautiful interiors. Like if you look at the most recent Subaru B4s, the recent Subaru B4s, they actually have good interior. Kambes, good morning. Dennis 12, good morning. Story Nzija. To buy a Honda Freed, I die with the Sienta. Nzenanye mfafagana na Sienta. Nesi mfafagana na Sienta kubamba njagala nywa. Kubanga nze mathematics wali wa Honda Freed tayinza kugatta. So kansoke mare mbozi y'omusajja yayokyezze mmoroka. Police statement olwaleero gye nsomye badde ku Twitter, ku X. They said that that the guy knocked someone and he tried to run away. Now when he tried to run away, the border guys stopped him. Now I need you to understand that part might be a lie. It might, I'm not saying it is, it might be a lie. Because the moment someone knocks another person and they try to run, everybody changes what they think about them. But it's also possible that it's true that the guy knocked someone and he tried to run. Okay? Now when the border guys arrested, got him and they said, "Twalo no muntu mudwali." He said, "Karengena mutwala." Along the way, as he was headed to taking this lady to a hospital, he stopped along the way and put the sick lady on a border. Okay? Now, anybody in Uganda would understand why you don't want to take an accident victim to the hospital with your car. Because there and then, the hospital at Mulago will keep you. Whether you're the person who knocked that person or not, they will stop you. That's why yesterday I was telling you, your car is not an ambulance. So don't take people to the hospital. You wait for an ambulance, or you go with the police officer who will say, onatuyambi ko buyambi. So along the way, he put the lady on a border, and for him, he disappeared. Okay? So he drove up to Gulu. He was taking his child to the hospital in Gulu from Kampala. That doesn't make sense why he did that. But I'm thinking he had a business to take care of in Gulu. Now, guys, one thing you need to understand, when an accident happens in your area, report yourself to the nearest police station. before 24 hours elapse. The next thing that he did wrong, he reported to the police reported to the police station in Eregu past 24 hours. So yes, autoina botasa muntu nanogenda ku police agenda yo late. That olabye musange ejiso ejimuvunana. First otomera omuntu, second then try to run away, third you don't take them to the hospital like you have committed, fourth you report to a police station that is not near to the crime scene, fifth you report after 24 hours. Ejemisango jona jimukwata. Then after he reported, he was told to go to Kanyanya. So he came to Kanyanya. But even coming to Kanyanya, remember he had the accident like over around the 8th. He reported to Kanyanya police station on the 17th. On the what? You know how many days those are? Ate police is saying that when he knocked the lady, it's the son of the lady that went to police okula woman to Europe. Chitegeza the things that he claims in Yareka family yomuvubuka ajiwadde sente yalimbamu. Otherwise, if I knock down someone and I start negotiations with their family, the first thing would be to be Jemu police. Now, the fact that the man, the son to the guys, to the chick, we are Tomera, because he knocked down a 50-year-old woman. The fact that that guy went to the police, so he reports to the police on 17th, Nebamusiba. Nebamuwa bond the next day. Any police officer that doesn't want to let you go would not give you a bond. Nebamuwa bond, Nebamugamba, go bring the logbook, your driver's license, and the third-party sticker of your car. Do you know why? Because under normal circumstances, the insurance where you bought your third party is supposed to compensate this family with money. Yeah? Instead of bringing those things, he went and burnt his car. Now, there might be events in the police story that don't add up, but I also understand that everything might actually add up. Everything might actually be true from the police perspective. I also know that the police might be defensive. But I also think there is an angle to that thing that we don't probably understand. Guys, it's Question Friday. You ask your questions. There is an aspect that you don't understand. I've ever had an accident and my car parked at the police station. When these guys ask you for your logbook, they don't want it for anything. They just want to prove that the logbook exists. Logbook you. Era never government in the Morocco inspection. Also, be married inspection. If not to anybody that has had an accident in Uganda, you know, you can end it there. Neta genda kuchi. The Morocco neta genda ku inspection. Fetwali to because konzate natani kukutomera danyo. Eh, of course nzaka titomera anga ku muntu. Okujja ko oli owa boda ate bantomera sinze ndabatomera. But still, even the way I handled it, I'm telling you the way this guy should have handled, because I've handled those issues before. What one ne munaffe wano Moroka ya gwe ekigo. Moroka bwe gwe ekigo nankubira. Ne mugamba okay, let's calm down. So ko sidike Moroka ojijje weegudde mugize bali. Because Moroka ye ekigo jijja ku police, it's one of the hardest things. Oboy no gena mu inspection bikine mugamba soke mugijje wo mugize bali, because wali yali abali balumiziddwa bonna bali mu Moroka ye family. So no one was going to complain about that. Nebajize bali. Nemugamba, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to wait for night, get a breakdown, Moroka mujize waka. Muje munagikolera. That's exactly what he did. He got a breakdown. Osegera nebavuga Moroka nebagitwala. There was no involvement of police. Engeri gyokwatamu ebintu after those accidents, ekutaasa kingi. Because at that time Moroka yoli yali mpya agikubye ekigo kata jingize mu police tewali alumiziddwa kachitegezo gitwala just we both know that inacho ogende yokufuna okujja ko kuteka mu statistics. And actually I think the fact that everything that happened with that guy yayocheze Moroka, it's a task to police. Police needs to work on their public relations. The public doesn't trust police at all. Actually, the public doesn't want to deal with the police. So that's upon the public relations office to deal with it. So that people love the police again. So, but me, I find that there's an angle to this that probably we hadn't thought about. Do you realize that it's possible nti Moroka eno yali nzibe? Do you also realize that it's possible nti omusajja ono emmoroka ebadde ya buy to own nga yasazeewo bano abasajja kategenda beera ku poliisi bajje nga bamanya nga sirina ssente bagitwale kanjooke? Do you realize that that's possible? There are so many angles to this. It's also possible nti emmoroka eyo yali ekoze ku misango. It's also possible nti emmoroka eno yali ekoze ku misango and abadde amanye eyinza okubimuzaalira. But of course kati yayokyezza emmoroka yakoze bubi. Otegera, me, I find that it's also possible that the person just has anger management issues. But it's also possible that the police frustrated him. Nga babadde bamwagala mu sente nyingi, ovuna bagayizi mbagamba vuga nga oli very careful. You can knock someone ne baagala bakwavuwaze. Ne bagamba tuwe milioni 15 nga n'emmoroka erimu 15. Kati ate ng'okimanyi bw'onoogireka ku police ejja kuvunda. Of course that's all anger management. Because omuntu regardless of how much money they ask for you, you can negotiate with them. Oba olumu nokkiriza n'ogenda mu kooti, ze nabagambe kooti, guys, bw'ogendanga n'obeera involved in an accident ekintu ne kikuwanvuwako, get a lawyer. Get a lawyer and go to court. Let me tell you, nabasomera amateeka. For the guys that have not watched, go look for a playlist for the Traffic and Road Safety Act. Amateeka gagamba, and with a good lawyer, tekijja kuyisa bubi. Amateeka gagamba, a judge can sentence you to prison time or charge you about 2.5 million shillings. I don't remember very well. And after they fine you that money, then they can only tell you to pay the person who was involved in an accident with you up to about 50% of the value of the money you have given the government. So you guys were the tuti court. It's not the worst thing that could ever happen to you. Nze ndaba abazungu bote babitebye ebintu. Okitegeera. Kati Uganda tutyayo because we know the justice system doesn't work, which is why you guys need to have lawyers on call. Kati nze nyina counsel Patrick Asiku, nyina counsel Yunusu, nyina mukwano gwange Obi wange atera okukola ku bintu byange bamuyita Andrew Chamba de Mukasa. Okitegeera, all those are very, very resourceful people that could help you with such things. Kuba kati family egenda kwagala bakusabe 20 million. Nga nawe tosirina. Nga ne bw'onookola okola kyolina kutunda mmoroka y'okola ki? Under those circumstances, ng'ogamba police mwanyi kasita baba kuwadde bondi tojja kudduka. Gwafa kulaba ng'omatiza police tojja kudduka, mugende mu kooti. Omusango fast tracking bakole ki? Gusigala ng'ojjanjaba by'osobola okujjanjaba kugira ne third party esasule bali. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes nze ndaba tuwanvuye ebintu. Kati ono omusajja, I find that it's possible that yabadde anger management. But anyway guys, question Friday waliwo ambuuziza the difference between Ipsam and Chibina is a Moroka. Bw'oba ogula manya nti ogula Moroka yemu tezirina njawulo munywa y'amafuta. It's just that I find that the Ipsam is a better car under these circumstances. Of course waliwo Chibina eza 108, but the Ipsams are 2 liters. Naye 108 ne 2 liters, I find that the difference is very negligible. So I've driven both cars. The Chibina was my first car and it was very comfortable. I loved it. It doesn't die. The Chibina doesn't die. You can drive it and drive it and drive it. It's one of the easiest cars to maintain. But almost all Toyota cars, the old ones, are very easy to manage. But even the Ipsam is easy to manage. And sometimes I find that people complain about the Ipsam consuming fuel. But I can tell you it's very hard to find the Ipsam where the engine has not been tampered with. And every time mechanics tamper with an engine, they harm the fuel consumption. But mechanics have realized a Moroka ezo bazikwata mu engine valve bazituuza bubi. Because bagenda bakwata kusinda head eyo ne bajjako valve ne baddako ne they don't do the job properly. A Moroka ezo ne stand ko kunywa. That's why most of the Ipsams actually consume fuel. The reason why the Moroka's VVTi consumption is literally standard is because how many times do you find someone tampering with the VVTi engine charges? It happens to be the engines of VVTi, then as all it starts consuming fuel because the valve ways are about it's very hard. So that's it. But I find that if you're comparing the Chibina to the Ipsam, Gula Ipsam, because at least the Ipsam can do more than just moving your family around. You can load it with stuff and all that. So me, I would definitely buy the Ipsam any day. It gives you extra seats. It gives you extra comfort. The extra fuel consumption is negligible, I'm telling you. Those cars take the same tires. Yeah, they take the same tires. And then the other thing you have to think about the Chibina and the Ipsam is that right now, anybody that is buying a Ipsam, there is a Ipsam there that looks good, there is a Chibina that looks good, people will definitely buy the Ipsam any day, I'm telling you. So, and the fact that you're a young person, you will want to upgrade whether you like it or not. So you will want to sell that car. The Ipsam is more sellable than the Chibina. So buy the Ipsam. Let's take it. Katitunula kweno street. This street, this is baita batia one. Speak. Bana bantu bavuga special. Yeah? Eyo Ipsam, eno Wishi, eno Kaldina. This is one vuga special, by the way. If you didn't know. So that's why pade Honda Stream yiyo si yada mwifoche moroka yo. Honda Stream. Bantu bazivuze mwezili Stream. But Hondas are very comfortable cars. Name mama maintenance. Maintenance. So guys, question Friday Chibina ne Ipsam nkuze mukaserika kaka no mukalabi. Ujye manyo kasanga wow. It looks very sporty. Na yekati yoseriko boy navuga ya VVTi. Yeli muyingini ya primo new model. Yoserike evugibwa. So it's a question Friday, guys. Ask the questions. Gonna beat them. Siva unga CBZM. These border guys, they decide to be patient in the wrong places. Like he stands in the middle of the road and then takes a phone call. And then in places where they need to be patient, they are not patient. Don't let me say why I need. Mukuu wakati na kwa test munatande ko kuoge. Question Friday, guys. Kambesi with my 8 million, does it get me the current market? 8 million. You can get the old RAV4, not in very good condition though, but you can get the old RAV4. You can get the Ipsam. You can get the Ipsam. You can get the Ipsam. You can get Dema Bega nawe. Niyo bamsajja batak. Dema Bega nga tebanna kussaako. Basajja batak tebalina magezi. Mwebagayi milioni 8 osobola ofuna Mark 2 musote eyo giraba tejja kuba nungi nnyo nayo jajjifuna. It will have the Beams 2000 engine. Milioni 8 you can get the old RAV4 Madenga, but it won't be in very good condition. Osobola ofuna akamotoka batya Kakarina. Osobola ofuna Primo old model tejja kuba super. Osobola okufuna Space eyo giraba. It won't be the best, but you can get it. Osobola okufuna kapitene ene nyizo kumburoka ebikadde kadde. Osobola okufuna 10 you can get of course Ipsam. Ne Ipsam y'omunane inakuba mpya nnyo. You can get the Nadia, Gaia, G-Touring, Subaru Forester, the first generation. You can get Subaru Impreza, still the same generation. You can get Ipsam ojiraba mwakalaba kibina mmeka nayo Ipsam yiya ate yimiridde. You can get now the cars that I talk about are the cars that I will recommend. If I don't recommend the car, then I don't talk about it. There are possibilities that you can get the Toyota Platz, the Toyota Vitz, the first generation. You can get katika Vitz ngaka akali mukufulume ku soro kafuna. You can get but with the Vitz I can't guarantee the Vitz and the Platz. I cannot guarantee the condition. All these cars you need to be very careful. It's very easy for you to buy a car that is bad. okitegera ne ate ne kumalako emirembe. It's very very easy. And also all the cars that I'm talking about, ngojekeza VVT, I don't buy and bank on the fuel consumption to be good. It won't be the best. When you're buying a car of around 8 million, you're buying movement. You're not buying efficiency in terms of fuel. You're buying movement. Tambula mbawa nonentuka mukyalo bwe mbafunye emergency, I can move. That's what 8 million gets you. 8 million doesn't get you the best condition. 8 million doesn't get you the best fuel consumption. 8 million gets you a moving car. Okay? Roza nonga bwenzogedde sibwe ziri. Karibu wano emmotoka primoyo kaji osobola okufuna waawe ey'omunaana. Waliwo n'emmotoka ng'ekyo bya VNCC osobola okifuna naye ofuna kikadde the old model. Which other car? You can get Corolla like mine. Which other car there? Which other car do you think you can do it? Wow, ziba za kulowozaako. Nabanongazi maze zogenda because those are the cars that you can get nga kala at least nebwe beni mwebyo kukola tebikulemesa kutambula. You can even drive it and go to Mbarara. You get even when it's not the best, you can drive it and go to Mbarara. Which other car? Which other car? Which other car? Which other car? Sijirabawo ne wano wenyini sijirabawo. Nengeze mmoroka zonna toyinza kubulwa mmoroka gy'ofuna. Brakubara fweze nkadde ate baziseera ebiseera. Caldina, yes, Caldina. I don't know why I did not talk about the Caldina. But you can get a Caldina. Which other car? You can get some Hondas like the CR-V. You can get Volkswagen like the Beetle, like the Golf 4. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Kale parking enda baba ababuzize ebibuzo bawe bali bate muri ngangena kole emirimu gy'abakama bange. Question Friday, guys. You can ask questions. You can ask questions and beat them. Kale, question Friday. Kambesi Jenkuzemu, Chithama Shadrack. The guy is a criminal. Burning the car, perhaps he was hiding evidence of a stolen vehicle. The burnt car could have been stolen. Daniel Mosh, good morning. Nikose ulime chechiriwo. After XT Forest and Mark II Grand in terms of fuel consumption, being 2 liters, give the same mileage. I don't think so. There is no Subaru that consumes the same as a Toyota. Why? Because there is and in principle they should consume the same. And also the fact that the Mark II Grand has 6 cylinders and then this one has 4 cylinders. But it depends on how you drive these cars. Yeah. I find that the Mark II Grand would any day give you better fuel consumption. Because it's very rare to find someone that drives a Subaru and they don't give it a heavy foot. Yet with the Mark II Grand guys, nenga baba ne Mark II Grand yenywa. Mark II Grand na yenywa. But me personally, I think I would take a Mark II Grand any day. I find that the Subarus, they have a finish. But in a video just nabatira ya Subaru. I find that Subaru zina finish etampo mera. Zina finish etampo mera nzenga atha. And if you're buying a car that is supposed to be comfortable, it better be comfortable. Ignorance of the law is not defense. We need to acquaint ourselves with the basic laws of the common spheres of life. Yeah, true. Good morning, Arthur. Is it possible to ship a car and it reaches? Yes. I read somewhere on one of my TikTok videos, someone commented that she bought a Kawundo here. I think she bought it netukira 150 million. It reached here, the interior was bad, the engine was bad. She tried to fix it a little bit, she sold it 30 million. You get it? So it's very possible. Why? Because you're not going to see those cars. And sometimes when people smile with us, we think they're our friends. When you walk into like offices of those guys that ship cars, and they smile at you, they're meant to smile at you, and then they be there telling you how their cars have never been that bad. They ensure they have quality control. How do you have quality control when you're in Kampala and the car is in Japan? So gubera mukisebisere bisinga omuntu okuimporting omotoka n'atuusa wano lwakuba the chances of getting a good car are higher than you getting a bad car. You get it? But it's very possible that you will get a car that is not good. It's very possible. You get me. I find that just try to get the best deal in Kampala. Let the other guys that whose business is to ship cars. Me, there are times that I've tried to cut corners and save money. I've always lost money. So me, I don't want to cut corners at all. Okujjako for the guys that are already in Dubai, you are already in Japan. You can, if you're already in Japan, go and pick a car yourself. If you're in Dubai, go and pick a car yourself. But if you're in Kampala, I find that it's okay for us to respect the value chain. There is what we call the value chain. What was moroka, what was kanika, what was later spare. Respect the value chain. I try as much as possible to do that. But again, nkuba ne Kampala tandise okutonya kati. Nkuba etandise. No frustrations from the police. That guy is a criminal. Everyone who has been in Uganda must be aware of handling it with the police. How much can someone get a Mark II Grand in the current market price? I think Mark II Grand better than million kumi na satu. You'll get a good one. After the old man is living a stressful life, and we Ugandans should learn to utilize the services of counselors. Arthur, are you seeing this of late thugs are taking over Kampala? Mpola on the many problems we are facing as Ugandans, we are adding on. Guys, those guys have always been there. It's just that now people are installing cameras everywhere, so now we can see. But those guys have always been there. Na banyumiza one of the reasons watching again and nzimba mangu. Na nagula kapuluti kange na ngandwa wo kuzimba. Omya inabbe simu yange. Nze ngamvamu nemba goba. Omya yansika kesimu nemvamu emoroka nenjire kange kyatambula ntambula ne bajimpaka. Na gobo omya tumukwata ekyaro ne kimukuba. That very night nze ngamanyi bintu byawedde. I drop one of my actors somewhere, then I come back to buy a Rolex somewhere. Omuyayi yankuba teke ya Vanda mulaba teke ezo zebakuba nze baji nkuba ko live eyo teke je bakuba nze omuyayi yajapo puu nengamba nze nno bankuba nenjulika wano around here wano wayward omuyayi baba yayi balina training guy yankuba teke ya Vandam aka puu nengwa ngaba yaye we mbalaba bwe bagwa kati bwe bakuba teke eyo yokanogwa osobola okusituka ngera mbadde mbalaba era nasitukawo. Actually okumanyanga chi nasitukawo nengezaako negotiating mulete mba we mu sente nze kinafuna omukisa gwe nafuna nte banyongera kunkuba. I think the one thing that damages those people cutting, you saw the other guy that was kicked a lot. Bwe bagenda ne bakusamba mu mutwe, you'll get damaged. Nze bankuba tekemu nengwa. Ero lwayi mukabwente nze the one reason why I don't buy things at night from anywhere is because bakuba ng'abantu balaba ne batabako kibanyega. Nze bankuba newe bankubira nalingula chapati awo ku muntu. Nze bankuba teke abantu ba chapati, they kept doing their own business. Kati nze I realize that you're on your own. Okitegera era bayaye bankuba teke nentula morokange nengenda osadda mugulawo yadde ekintu. If I have to buy stuff, I buy them during the day. Nze sitambula kiro. I try as much as possible to limit movement at night. Why? Because there are too many risks when you move at night. Bulono sobola ngokutambula emisana e Kampala wa utambula misana totambula kiro. The risks are too many. Ne baziba sawe okitegeera ababbi kati mwala ababbi abali bagula moroka ne bakusamba samba ne bakola ki man nze ntyano tambula ekiro ntira ddala. Arthur, would you recommend shipping a car with a mileage of above 150? Kabali Moses emoroka ezisinga no zijira mu eyo mileage ne basala ansale mileage basala ansale. I'm telling you. So bobo jikeberanga nungi, you import it. Of course kat ne sente zo. It's raining by the way. Atera osobola okimporting emoroka nga mileage eri wansi era yingini nekuba. olina importing emmotoka nga mileage eri waggulu engine nebeera namu. What are some of the routine car maintenance repairs checks must one do even if their car is necessarily spoiled? Kebera amazzi every 2 days. The radiator, check it every day. Check the oil. Every time you check the radiator, check the oil levels. Check the brake fluid. And then every like 3 months, obato kute ku brakes ezo genda bazikebereko brakes za mmotoka yo. Okaka santi namu. I think ebisigadde byonna byonna bikuwa warning. Either bikola sound oba bikuwa warning mu kitaala. Ebintu ebimu tojja gwe sobola bikebera nga gwe olina kuvuga buvuzi, then when you hear something gwe bwobako akantu kowulira mu mmotoka y'akakoona oba akagitambuza abnormal, get someone to check it out. But check the oil, check the coolant, check the brake fluid. Bobo, you know, automatic, check the gearbox oil. Then randomly every week at least get one time or two once when moroka yo kakasente leakage. Me, I do that I think every 2 to 3 days. Of course kane moroka ngenze nje kuba olupira olumune nje kuba olupira ne wansi ne nkuba yo. But randomly just check under the car to make sure toina leakage neri wansi wa tank okebereyo to make sure that tank atekola kitetonya, because tank esobola okubanga etonya naye nga tomanyi. What is okay? I have 4 million. I really need to drive so badly. What advice do you give me? 4 million nonya chibina starleti chikumi, you will get those cars bebovuga. 4 million chibina chikumi starleti marino na ile marino tojajifuna. I would advise with 4 million look for a starlet, and don't look for a bad starlet. You'll get a good starlet at 4 million. It won't be so good, but it will be healthy. On TikTok you talked about even cars bought from the bond mileage can be altered with. Can one tell? You can, but it doesn't matter. You can tell, Chithama, you can tell, but it doesn't matter. All cars have been tampered with here. Katwadwa yabadagama mwemoroka zijane stika anjimanyi. But kunasa tebaina che batakola. Ababayayi basobola ogenda print sticker naje printing anateeka onge liko mileage erimu. So, ebyo ebintu byonna byonna just do pre-purchase inspection of moroka nga nnungi. I think that's the thing that I think we should be doing. Okitegeera. Enkuba bw'etonya wano waliwo omuti wentera okupaakinga. Manye enkuba eyinza okutonya. Enkuba eyinza okutonya. A branch neeva ku muti eri nejja neegwira emmoroka. Nze sina comprehensive insurance. Kati siraba nsonga lwaki parking ewantu ewali omuti. Mwe mugiraba y'ensonga parking se ewantu ewali omuti. Ka parking ewatali muti kubanga kibranch kiyinza okuveeyo waggulu ne kijja ne kigwira emmoroka yange ne ntandika ate kukanika. So anyway, Arthur, please, I want to join you, but I'm a villager. I need your service. Can I send through mobile money? Because that system of credit card, I don't. But I see never work app. What app ajita ever send? Esobola creating a credit card or kwata mobile money. You send mobile money to that app. App ne teka ku Visa card yo. Visa card yo kati, you can use it to pay for anything online without involving your bank. After between Rumion and Lactis at 20 million, which one do you recommend? UB series. Zonaziba UB. I find that if you want plenty of space, buy a Rumion. If you want a compact car, buy Lactis. Is the more the difference is the similarity. Okuja konti Rumion zina 1.8. Ida wobogula Rumion, you buy the 1.8 liter. Because the body, I find that is a little big for the 1.5 liter engine. It is a 1.5 Rumion is single engine is a zone full. So if you're buying a Rumion, buy 1.8. If you want to buy 1.5 liter, buy a Lactis. So kitegeera. Chris Da Vinci chechiriwo mujunansi lwaki twala comment zaffe. Bisobora, is a VVTi engine repairable or not possible at all that you have to? I would recommend you replace it. Bali abaana abazikola neera teterera 100%. VVTi, you buy another one. Replace. That's the best. Because ojaji kolamu olumwega anokuterera. Someone is calling me on WhatsApp. Sorry, you have to bear that sound. There is no way I can put it off. Let's wait it out. We have to wait it out. There's no way I can. Yeah, it's gone. With VVTI, it's better you replace. Abana je bali abazetenkanya ne bange functioning nete banonji. Probably the one thing you could do nti bwe kyamuka ku replacing a gasket, that's okay. Na yenti yingi ne ekoye katujikolemu katuzeeko ring bichi that I don't recommend. Just buy. Even Raum old shape. Ivan, me I don't recommend for people to buy Raum old shape. I'm telling you. So many people are having Raum old shape, kosa kamono kachawa akalala. Obusharinga engineer yo. Je baita 4E. Obuyingi ni bubi. So that's why I don't recommend. Nekosa yenyine I don't recommend it. Actually, I'm planning on getting a CRV Honda Mani 2000 model. How do you buy? Those Hondas are good. It's just that the maintenance will be high. Or spare jamuno nyakubule. Good morning, Max Suna. Yes, Subaru spare parts are expensive. Arthur, morning, kindly compare for me Mark 2 Grand and Mark X. Of course, Mark X consumes more. It's a 2.5 liter. Mark 2 Grand is a 2 liter. Mark 2 Grand yenyo, our neighbor yalita ina sente zayo. People drive Mark 2 Grands every day. People drive Mark 2 Grands every day. It's just that sometimes omuntu agulanga tamanyi yenywamu. Mark 2 Grand yenywamu. Na ye abantu abamu bagule mmoroka ezo nga tebeetegese. He just buys the car because Mark 2 Grands are literally cheaper on the kale za rahisimu. When you look at cars that are comfortable, if you're looking for comfort, the Mark 2 Grand will give you comfort at a cheap price. Good morning. How much could it be with the Wish new shape second hand here in GG? Better than $1 million nga 25 ndowooza 2 nga 3 awo 25 you can get. Miahaho Dickens, good morning. Deep in coffee. I saw a video of Uganda police. The guy kicked a Muzungu. You have seen days. Paka kuteke ya Van Damme. Sema zivangu kumateke ya Van Damme. How much can a Vitz 1 liter cost? The one in good bed and $1 million nga 10 It's really a bad habit for all of us Uganda. And someone being beaten to death, we instead just make videos. It's really embarrassing to all of us. Do you have to open the radiator or just open the radiator because the radiator is the main. Kalika baka reserve the radiator. Nsereko Muhammad Nasa Muhammad James Bakunzi Arthur Wamaha is a Vanguard. It's 2.4 enywanga kawundo. Vanguard enywanga kawundo. Kale guys, mulowooza sibasiibudde. Naye nga kyonna kyekiri, you can try to minimize the damage that can be done to you by the thugs by trying to limit your movement at night. Try to not just take any taxi because bw'olinya taxi okyasobola olinya taxi emisana abayayi ne bakukubanga ng'olinya taxi ababbi. Borders nabo nabo mulimu ababbi bayitirivu. Kwegamba, I don't know the best way to protect yourself, but you should try as much as possible. Limit your movements. I think that's the best thing. Gezaako nnyo obutatambula ate ekiro biviireko ddala. Okitegeera. Then mwabavuga emmoroka, keep your windows up. And then keep your doors locked. Yeah. Muyombya Mark Africa Karota JFK Arts Tusime Eddie Chigozi Stanley Nsereko Starch Wabuyi Nelson Paul Sema Nathan Travel Life Vlog Charles Sewa Dukantare Samuel Bisobora Ibrahim Dennis 12 Deep in Coffee Bukenya Abi Sebugwao Medi Luburwa Chris Fitness Christopher Kohath Council Patrick Asiku Hope Daniel Ronald Muchwa Kambesje Chris Da Vinci Kisa Mashadrak Daniel Mosh Niko Sebulime Kabali Moses Football Tribe Francis Batedeho Big Money E Matovo Henry Yes, Ivan Muwuluzi, Max Suna, Paul Katunze Muyomba, Katende Edward, George Dickens, Kalisa Antonio, Rutashobya Fred, Mr. Arthur olabikate wavuga ko ku gaali ya ngumi twakubanga ngumi swame by the way me I don't like fighting. I think the last time I attempted fighting was in P3. We were fighting for a Kagal. Then I realized the Kagal didn't even like any of us. From that day ataka vuka kanku bakali kakubakali akavubuka nali masake antu wange yali apangisa masaka nga tubeda mbikomere ebyo. One thing I realized about Masaka, it's very organized. Akavubuka kankuba. Omanyi oli ovubuka katekaina nnyo skill nayenga kali determined. Nga kakuba paka kufa. Akavubuka kankuba nze ate nze nebo wa manze ebintu bimbo wa mangu bwetula nanga ndawa tebijira nga nebo wa kati nze we nebo iranga nga kanyongera. From that day sirwana. Era bwe ndaba ngono yagala okulwana nga nkuviira. Okitegeera. Of course kati ngono wa boda gwe na okuba mawoko tate mbanku na kukolera ki. Arthur Vanguard njimaze Chigozi Stanley Arthur the silver one until you do for me njagala nyo waliwo omuvubuka yansubiza okumfunira aqua naye yangambye ali Kenya ali mu kusoma. He works akola mu Toyota Uganda, so he told me when he comes back from Nairobi he's going to be that give me that aqua. The aqua and the Prius are literally the same car, so mubera mu 1NZ bayina bagiyite bera 1NZ oba F ya hybrid. So I'm going to check it out when it comes back. That's literally na abapangisa amoroka benyini kile katebazirina. Otherwise ngana jifuna da the Japanese tone that is hard whenever you start. What happens if you cut the wire? That thing doesn't actually work. We already don't have the card. It's good. It still makes you feel like your car is still new. Katika tujira tukalikamu. 1ZFXE, yeah. Bari Kudembe, what's Zotia? Do we have Yaris? Yaris is the Vitz, Joseph. Yaris is the Vitz. Ben Kako, good morning. Naimo Mroza Sibasi Woodde. Mbasi Woodde Wanang, Mbede Burunji, they don't hang in the Congo Woodde Buchari. Yaris is the Vitz name come Vampirobuksa. Tomorrow I have an inspection. Saturday, you remember I told you about last Saturday there was an inspection. So the gentleman did not come that Saturday. Apparently he's coming this Saturday. So if he comes, I'll keep you updated about what happens tomorrow. Matembe Abdul Nasser. Merenio, aineri nyari abakadde. Eri nyari omuntu mulyogera boti. Era katuga business zokola zikole nga nyonga abantu tosoka gendayo. Azo mwami Matembe Abdul Nasser. Basoke bamara concluding buli kimuli okojje. Paka mbono wedai Nasser gotwogera naye. Naye mukama bawo mukisa guys. I'll see you tomorrow evening. 5:15 p.m. Temwera bida I do pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to buy a car, you need to get a good car. You need some guidance. I'm your guardian angel. But of course I come with a mechanic. We make sure that every aspect that you need to check, it's not your job to check. Go mulimu go. Guba gumu gwa kusima nti emotoka anjagadde mujikebere. And we check it. And yeah, verification of paperwork. Ebyo byonna byonna ffe tubikeberanga ate ne tubimalanga. Our job is to make sure that you don't get frustrated after spending your hard-earned money. Ate tucharging ya kasente katono only 450,000 for pre-purchase inspection. I also sell car alarms at 210. I sell car trackers at 350 and 450,000 shillings only. So if you want to wag at this channel, that's one way for you to support either pre-purchase inspection, car alarm, or tracker. Yeah. Nyina one radio. Chasiga nchaina oku radio yawe zisigaddewo. Osobola okujja Android radio ejjako ne reverse camera plus installation emitwalo 5 gokka. Okitegeera. Firstborn, hi. Kare, guys, I wish you a very lovely day. I'll see you tomorrow evening, 5:15 p.m. The good Lord bless you. Don't drink and drive. Avoid moving at night. Okitegeera. Avoid moving at night because Kampala wano buli otambula ekiro the risks zogenda mu nyingi ate kati baba bana baba kubat nze nali manyitegeza vandam te gwo mwana yankuba teke nze nali simanyita abana balina training eyo ezo teke nga manyiza za effects mu film abana teke bazikubira ddala ate abana balina ebigatto bibambala tayinza kukuba n'osigala kyekimu naye nga mukama abawo omukisa.